Divine Spirit and gracious Creator, we are all here to open ourselves up unconditionally to your divine assistance and continued direction. As well as receiving your healing and guidance, we are fully open and ready to receive and notice signs and blessings. We are truly grateful and thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Please settle your minds and focus on your crown chakra. And when you are ready, open it for Spirit to supply you with its source of energy. As it enters your crown chakra, allow it to rebalance all your chakras, starting with the crown chakra, moving on to the brow chakra, down to the throat chakra, and then on to the heart chakra, and working its way down to the solar plexus chakra, further down to the sacral chakra, and then down to the root chakra. Allow the spirit energy source to visit all your minor chakras to maximize our potential in this circle. Let the energy settle in your body, and when you are ready, move your focus back to your heart chakra and start linking with all other members of this circle unconditionally. Set your intentions on the task we agreed, please, to maximize our ability to make the links to spirit that we need to achieve. We have come together on the earth plane with the purpose of receiving answers to our questions from our spirit guides and advisors that are happy to link with us. I would like to start by introducing tonight's members of our circle. My name is Neil. With me today is Adrian, Pam, Ashley, and Nikki. I would like to welcome all members of the Spirit Circle and thank you for believing in us. As we try to lift our energy level sufficiently to enable you to bridge and make contact through our mediums, we are focusing and offering you the opportunity to link through us. Please link directly through your choice of medium. And if you are happy to, link through another medium at the same time as another soul from Spirit does, please do so. Where possible, we'd respectfully appreciate confirmation that we have achieved a successful link through either a sense of doing so, or even more grateful to hear the spoken word itself. As we try to lift our energy levels in our own circle, and with the help of our own guides and others in spirit, we look forward to making the connection to the Spirit Circle. When we have achieved that, could you confirm when you are ready for Ashley to put questions to you, please?
Please remember you are sitting round the fire. To hold hands, pass the energy to your left. We are now passing the healing through.
AD,
Yeah.
been informed that we've got a king coming.
Okay. I've got an Ikram that wants to join us.
There's a king. The king wants to join us.
Is he from Babylon?
Not sure. Just kept saying, "King is coming. The king is coming." Ethos is trying to get through, but it's quite difficult. Vibration's not high enough.
Take some deep breaths. Imagine you are breathing in a bright divine light straight from source. Take some deep breaths. Hold for 2 seconds and then release to relax. Param Haruti. Vishitu Akman. Rahim Britu.
Are you able to translate that in English? It sounded like you were speaking Arabic.
God loves you and walks with you. He is within.
Thank you. Have you been here before with our circle?
Yes, I am here every circle.
What's your name?
My name is not important. I withhold the gate.
Okay. Or would you like to be known as a name this evening, or?
If you bear with me, I'm sorry I am sharp.
It's all right.
We are trying to order
Okay.
from the other side.
Is there a lot going on there tonight?
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am not here that long. However, I am here to congratulate you all. You are doing a marvelous job in your connections with us. We'll hear you and we'll see you. But the gate is open for you to step through.
What do you mean by that?
We welcome you with open arms as we see you work with us. It's more like a congratulations, if you like.
Thank you. And thank you for working with us all.
We are also very proud how you are working. You have so many people here with us that want to say hello. But we have to be careful who we bring through. We do get the ones that try it on, let's say, but we also get the genuine ones who really do want to come through and work with you all. So you do have to bear with us because we do have to sort that out.
Yeah, you've got to filter them out.
as your energy will not survive the ones that aren't true.
Thank you. And thank you for doing that and for your protection.
You're very welcome, my dear. You're very welcome. However, I must go. It was a quick hello. I am from the hierarchy.
Did we get a name?
That is not important at the moment. Ethos is doing a good job.
Yeah, it's been great.
He looks after you well. We watch. I must say as well, we enjoyed all your partying. It was most delightful to watch you all partying, I must admit. We would love to have joined in, but as you know, some people will probably say in your language, freak out
Yeah.
is a better word. That if we started talking through one of you, so we just stood back and watched. But now, my dear, I must go. But we do congratulate you,
Thank you, and thank
and
you
we
for joining us.
and we salute you for working with us. We certainly do learn a lot from you. As you know, you learn a lot from us.
Yeah, definitely.
I bid you farewell.
Bye bye. Take care.
A very good evening to you.
Good evening.
It's nice to join you.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolute pleasure.
What would you like to be known as this evening? I'm not going to ask your name because you see, I think people are taking offence when I ask that question. But
No, not at all. I am Ikram.
Ikram, have you been with us before, Ikram, or is this your first time?
I have
Yeah.
sat the circle before, but this is my first time to come through.
Oh, nice. Let's join us. Are you ready for some questions?
I am, yes. Are you?
Right. Okay. So, question about Neil. So, when Neil has travelled on his own around the world on the Earth plane, do his loved ones from Spirit, including any of his Spirit development family, guides and teachers, get to travel with him?
They're always with him.
Mm.
They never leave him.
Yeah. There's another medium mentioned to him that they saw 3 females and a male in a picture of a memory on a ship's cabin.
Yes.
Lucky Neil.
Mhm.
Good evening, all of you.
Good evening.
Sorry, I
Hi,
just brought in.
Fuss.
You are very lucky, Neil, to have all those people with you on your holidays.
And not have to pay for them.
That's a good one.
I like that
Freebie.
Yeah.
They got away with a lot. Freebie. I like freebies.
All right, cats. Do cats actually move between planes or dimensions?
Physically, do you mean?
Cats, like cats, do they
No,
move
but do you
between?
mean physically?
Mm. Neil, do you mean physically?
Oh, trust you, I knew that would be a Neil question.
It was one I threw in. It was, yeah. Either physically or spiritually.
Yeah.
Spiritually, yes, they do move between dimensions. But you will not
Everybody.
physically see it.
We all move in dimensions, though. When
This
we're in
is
the spirit
true.
world.
Are cats more spiritual than other animals, though?
No.
Mm.
The animal kingdom moves differently to the human vessels.
Hmm. Why do they say that cat have 9 lives?
Because they're lucky buggers. I'm so sorry.
You're swearing.
I'm so sorry. I think it's just a saying, isn't it? Cats have 9 lives.
Is it
Yeah.
Ikran?
There is some truth to it.
Hmm.
Lucky would be the way.
Why are so many humans frightened of snakes and spiders? And should they be?
This goes
No.
back.
Sorry, I'm bunting in. I'm so
To the
sorry.
That's all okay. This just goes back to the beginning. To the hunter-gatherer days.
What, when you eat snakes?
In many countries, snakes are different. Some are deadly,
Hmm.
some are not. It would just be a nasty bite. But it just goes down to generations about being careful around and knowing what snake or spider.
But does it depend on the snake or spider's soul as well, as to whether or not like they're nice, they might just like crawl past you, or whether or not they might bite you?
Yeah, like everything else.
Hmm.
They have their good days and bad days.
I think also, can I add on to that? Animals are quite frightened of humans.
Hmm.
And also, if they see something they don't like, they will protect themselves.
Yeah, it's like defense mechanism kicking in.
Absolutely, that's right. But as being frightened, I do believe this comes from your parents, generations. When they are frightened of something, they pass on that fear.
Hmm. Do you like? Is it bad, like if we like squash a spider and stuff, like killed one of God's creatures?
Well, would you like to be squashed?
No, but I don't like things in my house. I didn't
Then
invite
just,
it.
but then just put it under a glass and let it out.
Hmm.
They deserve to live, like every living creature.
What about things like moths? Because you can't really catch them to get them out, so you've got to spray them and kill them. Or
No, you open the door or window.
I'll be more thoughtful. But I feel bad
It's,
now.
I'm so sorry, Ashley.
No, it's all right. Obviously, I've got a conscience. That's why I asked the question.
A moth is a nighttime butterfly. Would you be frightened if a butterfly landed on you in the daytime?
Interesting.
They all belong on the food chain.
That
They
was a
all
good-
here. They are all here for a purpose.
That was a good analogy, comparing the butterfly to the moth.
But the moth eats your clothes. The butterfly doesn't.
Only if you let it. If you open the window, the moth can get out.
Yeah, but it's attracted to the light.
Mm.
Right.
Can you think?
Excuses, Ashley.
Turn the light off.
Did
That's true.
dogs evolve from a wild pack animal, or were they created just to become a pet to give their unconditional love to humans?
All dogs have their wild instincts.
Hmm.
They all start as a wild animal, but as the years evolve, different breeds start breeding. And even though they are brought as pets, I still wouldn't trust. They still have that instincts.
Hmm. That's even like those big lizards and stuff. Like people have them as pets, but they're not even pets. It's just horrible. It's horrible. Like monitor lizards.
I suppose that's why you'd ask somebody about snakes. Would you really take a snake for a slither?
Oh,
I have my cheeky side on me tonight. I'm so sorry.
was sex designed solely for procreation or purely for personal pleasure, or both?
Depends how you like it.
And it depends what it is and how you like it.
Initially, it was procreation.
We're going on the science now, I see. Thanks, Neil.
How did you know that was me?
Why do they have like STIs and STDs with sex?
This this makes me laugh, these questions, you know, because they've always
It's good
been
to be
around.
uncomfortable.
They all
Nah, I'm not
evolve.
uncomfortable.
They all
Not at
evolved from
all.
the bacteria.
It's always been there, but they are frightened to come out with it, let's say. Yes. So as life has evolved and years have gone on and scientists have evolved and we've had new scientists come in, they're now obviously starting to see these new STIs, did you say?
Yeah.
And obviously they have to protect the younger generation.
How does that
yes.
bacteria get there in the first place? Is that through your DNA? Like, did you sign up to that contract before you come to the Earth plane? You know.
I got a
STIs
cheeky
are not
fish.
in your contract.
You what? Sorry, Ikram?
STIs are not in the contract.
Okay.
That's just down to cleanliness and being careful.
Mm.
And other people.
Mm.
Mhm.
All right.
Common sense, really.
What is common to one person isn't common to another. Right. Why do why do people cheat?
Because they
Because
think
they
the
are
grass is green
unhappy.
on the other side. They're not happy. There's no scientific question on that, answer on that one.
Okay.
It doesn't mean to say they might not love a person.
Mm.
It just might not be that they are actually compatible.
Mm.
And they're not actually in love with that person, even though they love the person, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Sorry, I have to go. I think I'm being told off for being cheeky. I must go. Sorry. I've got to go for a bit. See you in a bit. Sorry.
Bye. Take care. Okay. While we're on the subject, can sex be a form of selfishness for either sex?
Selfishness.
Yeah. So, like, could it be selfish for one party and not the other sex?
I'm not sure how to answer this.
I don't know, I'm a bit confused myself.
How would you answer this?
Some people will do it for personal gain. Some people will do it for mutual sex. Individual, isn't it?
Some people will do it to manipulate a situation.
I knew you was going to say that then. But yes, there are many answers to that question. This is just part of life and life's journey. As long as you hold your own values true to yourself, that is all that you can do.
Okay. How do we ever really know when a person has genuinely changed?
You will see it. Actions will speak louder than the words.
But when you say you will see it, do you feel like there's a time? I know there's no time frame in spirit, but here on the earth plane there is. Do you feel like there's a time frame, or you just know, like you just have that inner knowing, like yeah, that person's changed?
You will see in life things happen, and you see a change in that person, whether that be for a short time or over a longer period. When people pass, when children and life's born, you see a change in the parent or the person that's lost somebody. That can affect that person. But also life changes as well.
Yeah.
If you suddenly decide you don't want to say exercise, or you suddenly do, which is a mindset. But a person will truly change. You will see it. They will just act and be different, whether that be happy or sad. We all hope it's the happy. That the negative, it goes change to a nice positive.
Yeah.
Sometimes that doesn't happen. What we need to try and do is grow. Accept if something negative is happening. Just hold on to that thought and try to think positive.
Hello. Hello. Am I in the right place? Hello.
All right, welcome.
Oh, hello. Yes, I think I am.
What-
I've been sent. I've been sent.
By choice, I hope.
Yes. You know Ethos.
Yeah.
Yes. He's just sent me down here. He's had to go getting a bit of a telling off.
Oh dear.
Yes, I didn't say that though.
Oh, it's probably me and my bad encouragement as well. I didn't help. But,
Oh, he can be a bit of a cheeky one.
what would you like to be known as, or what's your name?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I must say my name. I'm so sorry. That's one thing he did say. I'm Penny. Pleased to meet you all.
Hi, Penny. I'm
Hello.
I'm
Penny.
Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is Neil. Neil's here.
Oh, is that the infamous Neil that everybody talks about?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello, Neil. Pleased
Hello,
to meet
Penny.
you. Finally, I get to meet you.
There's no
You
flies
all-
on Neil.
We all know about Neil up here. Yes, we do.
Is that a good thing?
Oh, don't get me wrong. When they say your name, we all laugh. But that's a good thing, not a bad thing. So don't you
Okay.
worry. You're doing a marvelous job,
Yeah.
as you all are. You all doing a marvelous job.
Pam and Adrian.
Sorry, sorry.
Pam and Adrian are here with us as well.
Okay. I'm
Adrian's
so
not
sorry.
really here with us. equal at the moment.
Okay. Hello, Pam. I do believe Pam's new. Is that right? I've
Yeah.
been told.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome,
Hello.
Pam. Welcome.
Thank you. And welcome to you as well.
Thank you. As you know, we all do look at you all. I do know about this circle, but it wasn't my time. But unfortunately, Ethos just made me. He just pushed me in. I think you know what he can be like.
So Penny,
Yes, my dear.
can
Yes,
I ask you,
of course
what
you
was
can. Ask me.
what was the biggest lesson that you learned on your previous time here on the Earth plane? Like that you
Oh,
found like the most valuable.
for me,
Mm,
wow, there's quite a few actually. To be respectful
mm,
is one of them. To be respectful, to look up to your elders because they got knowledge. And as I was growing up, I wasn't a very good little girl, put it that way. So I had to have lessons myself.
mm,
But as I grew up, I learned that you had to be respectful and confident as well sometimes. That always came in handy, being confident in circumstances that was out of your control, let's say. It was great to have the confidence there. That sounds a bit different really, but I mean in like the situation is out of your control, but not show the afraidness to be frightened.
mm.
So to overcome that, to show how confident you can be in certain ones, yes.
When was the last time you was here on the airplane?
Oh, gosh, I've had many lives, but my last time I was here, I say the 1900s.
Mm.
But I could only really remember the 1900s. But I know I have been here before.
Yeah. Did you live a long lifetime in the 1900s or?
I had a lovely life, actually.
Mm.
I did. I was blessed. I was blessed with a beautiful family. But unfortunately, this sounds quite sad and tragic, but I don't mean it to be in that way, but there was a house fire.
Oh.
Some of us escaped and unfortunately, some of us didn't.
See,
I was a lucky one. I did escape, but I did leave 2 children there.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. You know, you carry that pain with you, don't you? I think like something like so tragic like that, it always brings me back to that question, like, why would you pick that life before you come here? Unless you was like shoved to make that decision. You know the pain that you must have felt for that tragic situation. Why on earth would you pick it?
I don't pick it.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
I don't pick that life. It happens.
Yeah.
Accidents happen,
Yeah. Yeah.
unfortunately.
Are you? Did you reconnect with your children? Obviously, when you returned back to spirit.
I did, yes. It was beautiful. We're all together now.
Good. All right. Are you ready to answer some questions from our list?
Are these Neil questions I've been told about?
Yeah, but they're not. I hand selected like the easier ones.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can go, or I can get Neil to go in with some intense ones. If you like.
As you wish. I don't mind. I'm new to the circle, so please be gentle with me.
Why is it when we think we know someone, we can get it so wrong?
Oh gosh. Because they have 2 lives, I believe.
Mm.
They like to show their nice side.
Like a Gemini, two-faced.
if you want to call it that. But I think people like to show their nicer side until they hit the core, until they go deeper into their life. Because let's face it, not everybody can stay the same person. They can't put their act on for long.
Yeah.
You know, their true colours will emerge at some point. But saying that, there is some nice people out there, some lovely people out there, caring people out there that don't put an act on. And it's those people that actually do get trodden on. It is the horrible people that again get away with things.
All right. Thank you.
Does that answer your question, my dear? Sorry.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I doing okay?
Yeah. 10 out of 10. Right. There is no right, there is no wrong, you know. You just answer it how you feel.
Oh, okay.
Within the universe, how would you describe the cycle of life?
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's quite complex, that one, isn't it?
The circle of life.
So, cycle. We're thinking about Lion King here, circle of life. Cycle of life.
The cycle of life.
Yeah. How would you describe the cycle of life?
It kind of reborns itself, if that makes sense. So when one dies, another door opens for somebody to live. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's what they say,
like
one in, one
everything.
out, don't they?
And it's like the seasons as well. When a flower dies, but then it rejuvenates itself for the spring, for the bud to come through.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a really difficult one, but for me, it's, yeah.
No, you did quite well with that. Thanks.
Did I? Oh, okay.
All right. How do you know when you're experiencing telepathy with another soul, or you know, us as humans? Telepathic communication.
Could you just?
So just for example, like I might sit here and I might think in my mind's eye about Neil. And then I feel like I'm communicating with him and he might be communicating with me. But how do we know when it's actually happening? Because obviously over here on the airplane, we'll pick up a telephone, we'll look at each other in the face. That's our way of communication. But when it comes to telepathy, it's like, how do we determine what is just our thoughts and what is actually like telepathic communication?
So, gosh, you're putting me to the test.
So Ikram's still there. Ikram's still there.
Good. I think. Just give me a moment on that one, because there's different. I think there's different answers to this. People have different ways of interpreting this, I think. Yeah. Now my brain's rattling. So on the earth plane, if you have like a mother and a child, they are linked with love, linked soulfully. And I think sometimes a mother knows their child, and to look at them, as you say, they know what they are thinking.
Yeah.
I think telepathically, if you was given a scenario or something happened and you think, I just need to pick up that phone. I think I'm getting confused, to be fair.
That's all right, we can move on.
Yeah, it's
not a straightforward one. It's quite complex with multi kind of like questions into one. So,
yeah,
Ikram, have you
people
got a
that
view
are-
on this? Sorry.
yeah,
Most people that are telepathic have a strong chemical connection. Identical twins.
that's yes.
Mothers with
Yes.
children that
That's
might
what I
have
was trying
had
to say.
sometimes maybe a difficult pregnancy. So the bond is made stronger before the birth.
Mm.
And it comes down to non-family members. To be telepathic is much more difficult. It can happen, but it is more to do with the psyche, your intuition, your gut. It is also down to the soul and the connections with your soul group, your soul family. You have to be connected. It's not something you can just tap into with different people.
How do you know, or like, how can you ever find out if you're connected to a
So some
particular
people
soul?
might sense, you might be driving down the road, just happily driving along, and suddenly go, my mum's coming the other way. Your partner might say, how do you know that? You go, I don't know. Sure enough, opposite side of the road, your mum's driving the opposite way. You're waving, she's oblivious.
Mm.
You might be thinking of your best friend. Next minute, half hour later, she rings you. It is there.
Yeah.
But to try and communicate through it when you are not chemically, I would say, connected is a lot more difficult.
Mm.
Sorry if that's a bit scientific, but
No.
that is the only way
Interesting.
to describe it. There are different levels to it, though, as you see. Those like twins, they can finish each other's sentences. They know when one's poorly. They could be thousands of miles apart from each other on the earth. Not every human can do this.
Mm.
Not without going deep within.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
What's the average size of our personal spirit family and development group in spirit?
This can vary, and there is no pattern to it. It could be as little as less than double figures, but could be up to 30 or 40 in your own group family. But then you can connect with others.
But in life, you only get your spirit guide. You have one major spirit guide, but as you go on through life, you have different spirit guides for different things that you may be doing.
So would you have two at a time then, or you could have
You can have two at a time spirit guides guiding you. It depending where you are in your life. But you'll always have your main spirit guide that is with you from birth. He or she will always be with you. But as you go through life, you will meet different spirit guides that will help you on the journey that you are taking at the moment. If that makes sense.
Yeah. How many people are in your spirit family and development group then?
Who you talking to, me or?
Both of you.
Oh, okay.
Well, in spirit, it is everyone, because we are one. We are all a joint. But within my soul group, there are 13 in my personal group.
And you guys have husbands and wives.
I have had many, and been many.
It's a really difficult one because we having different lives, and
Well, when you're
because
in
we've-
spirit, when you're in spirit, like, do you kind of like have like one magnetic connection to one other particular spirit, or do you get like several connections with different spirits?
you have several connections with different spirits.
So that would be like down here, like having several relationships with different men or women.
Or it could be your family.
Mm.
It doesn't necessarily mean a
So
relationship.
you don't get the same thrill out of like a personal relationship, in the sense like with the opposite gender as opposed to like family, kind of like they both have similar energetic fields of love.
Me personally,
Yeah.
no, me personally, no. I know on the spirit world, I'm here for a different reason at the moment,
Yeah.
but I'm still trying to work that one out.
Yeah.
Because obviously, even though I've been here for a long time, I've had to learn lessons
Yeah.
before even tonight, before I could even come in here tonight. I didn't realize I was going to be in here tonight with you guys.
Do you ever get bored of lessons and just want to have fun? Yeah.
It depends how you look at it.
Mm.
Down there in the real life, every day is a lesson, but you don't realize you are learning every day of your life.
Mm.
Up here, it's the same. We do learn. We learn
Like
everything.
timetables and stuff as well. Or you
It's
just
not
go with the
school.
flow?
It's not school. It's just how
And
it's individually.
do your
It's
lessons like change? Like, you know, 1 minute it'd be like, oh, okay, I've got this lesson. Like you just kind of like popped in here tonight, you didn't kind of know that. Or do you kind of like know like your artillery, like when you come to spirit, like, okay, you need to learn this lesson, that lesson, you're going to be doing this, you know, like.
So you're thinking that we're all pupils and to school. Is that how you're looking at it?
I'm just trying to understand whether or not you kind of like know what kind of work you've got to do, in a sense, like what kind of lessons you've got to learn, or you just like you just go along with it.
So it's individual lessons for the individual person.
Yeah.
It depends on what life they've had. It depends what they've done on the earth plane.
Who makes the mind up as to like what lessons you're going to get? Is that your spirit guide, or is that God? Who determines?
So you always have a main spirit guide, as I said, when you're born. They help you. They help you along. They show you and guide you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Life's a lesson. It doesn't stop even though you're in spirit world.
Oh.
I know it can be a headache.
Okay.
But it's nice. But it's nice up here because down in the where you are, when you are a little girl, you have to go to school. You have to learn. You probably have to take boring lessons. And as you grow up to go to, is it called secondary? Because it was different in my, okay, sure. Secondary, yeah. Secondary school, it gets harder, which up here it can get harder,
Mm.
but it depends the path you have been chosen to go down. You don't choose it, they choose it for you. Because on that path, it's the lessons that you need to learn to fill in the gaps.
Do you guys ever have like vacations, like from your lessons? Like,
Every day is a vacation. It's different. It's very different. It's a very different way of life here.
So like
Happy.
people, like family members here on the earth plane, when they go over and then when we go back to spirit, is that known as our soul group then? Or not?
Slow down. Just tell me again. Sorry.
So here on the earth plane, like we've got family members, like your mum, your dad, your brother or sister.
Yeah.
When eventually you all return back to spirit, are they then part of your soul group, or is your soul group like different?
You have different. You have your family, which is your family. You have your soul group, which is your. I would say for me, it's my teaching group, my soul group.
Okay. Do you
Okay,
get to interact
but
with both when you're in spirit, or do you get?
I was just about to say we do interact with both.
Mm,
So yes, for me, that's me.
yeah.
But it can be different. It's for individually, it can be different for different people.
Yeah.
Because obviously not everybody's on the same level as me. I've got people that are much higher. I do believe we've had a higher somebody very high came in tonight, I believe.
The king, wasn't it? King somebody.
I was told he was around. That's why
King of what, or king of where?
we don't know. We're not allowed to know that.
Why is it that we don't, like, we get kind of like told like you can't know sometimes, or that only, you know, only the elders? Like, what is that about? Is that because like we're not ready for that, or like?
Yes, because they have been here for many years.
Mm.
They've learnt their lessons. They've done, and they've earned to be what they are, and we have to be respectful of that. And to be respectful.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just trying to
No.
understand, like, why is it that like some questions can get answered and some is like no, like you don't need to know right now.
Because we're not allowed to ask sometimes. We're not allowed to. We're not ready to take that next step. It's another level, and we may not be on that level.
Okay. And that probably goes for us both as well.
And I was just about to say, you as people, there's only a certain level you're at the moment.
Yeah, not allowed to have the rest yet.
But when you are ready and the group is stronger, then you will then go on to another level.
Ooh.
And then it will get in depth. That's how
like playing a computer game, isn't it? Like Super Mario, like you are up another level.
I was going to say, congratulations, you have all your stars. It is a bit like that, yes.
All right. How can yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, even though I don't think you realise how far as a group you have come, to be fair. There's a lot here. Obviously, I'm new, but I have been told that you as a group have come so far and done so well, and your connections with us in spirit are strong.
Well,
To go further on, the connection has to be even more stronger.
yeah, of course.
But at the moment, the group itself, it's not ready.
Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it?
It's getting there, but it's not ready. But you will all know when you are ready.
Yeah.
And it's no good rushing. I've been told to say, don't rush.
No, I think we all need to be like in a place where we're all kind of like vibrating on a very high frequency and we can all tune into each other quickly.
But
We
you've
are
all
getting there.
done
We are
so well.
building up our little
You
Zoom
are.
family.
Ethos, ethos. He's a cheeky little so-and-so, but he does look after you all. I
Yeah.
don't think you realise how much he does between us and you,
Mm.
actually. But he does get a little bit cheeky because he all knows you now, so he does push
It's
his luck.
comfortable, isn't it? Yeah.
He is. He really does like you all.
Mm. How can I develop my mediumship skills better?
For yourself,
Yeah.
okay. Take your time.
Mm.
Do not rush. Okay. Take every step. Take every day as a new day. Okay. It will come. Don't. Thing with you, actually, you get frustrated quite easily. I feel,
Me?
and you need to just quieten that frustration down
Mm.
and I don't feel you meditate a lot either.
Mm.
And I think, see, a lot of people have different feelings on meditation. And I know somebody in your circle don't meditate that much, but she doesn't need to.
Mm.
But I think for you, I think you do need to clear your mind.
Yeah.
You need to clear your mind, because I can see just by talking to you, Ashley, your mind is always full of different things that's going on. And I do know that you've had a hard time. And I think you just need to give yourself a break on that as well. And once you've quieted your mind, and it just, believe in me, it does take time to do this. It doesn't come overnight. It's not a quick fix. A lot of people think to connect with us, they have a quick fix, but there's no quick fix. You have to learn. You have to understand yourself first before you can connect mediumship wise with us. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, thank you. I do need to do more meditation. I've only just started it back up again, but yeah, that helps still my mind, because otherwise I'd just like.
If you will know day-to-day life, you will know. Just take 10 minutes out. You don't need to. People think you have to meditate for like an hour, 2 hours. No, you can meditate just for 5 minutes. Build it up. You can meditate for a minute, 2 minutes. You know, your spirit guides are there to help you. And if when you're ready, just say, I want to meditate and wake up in 10 minutes. They will do that for you. They will control that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
But you just have to calm yourself a little bit. Because I feel you're not a calm person at the moment. I feel there's a lot going around in your brain at the moment. I feel I'm on the M1 with you.
Yeah.
With you, you know.
Yeah.
But this will come. This will come. It will quieten down. But it'll just take time.
Yeah.
But you can ask us anytime. We will help you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I feel this is a lesson, not a questionnaire tonight. I think this is why I've come. I think this is why Ethos has pushed me in. I feel like I want to mother you.
I also add to you, Ashley, breath work and meditation is not just breath work and quiet. Spending 10 minutes out in the garden, sitting on the front doorstep, can also be good for you.
Yeah, elements, isn't it?
be with nature, listen to the birds,
Mm,
listen to what they're saying to you.
yeah.
You're also better than you think you are. Self-belief.
Mm,
Never doubt yourself. Never put yourself down,
mm.
which we know, we've seen it. You do put yourself down, and you are a beautiful soul.
Thank you.
Like everybody in this group, everybody has a beautiful soul.
Yeah,
Otherwise, they won't be able to connect.
yeah. When we're like tapping into like the universal energy source, like how do we know when we're actually receiving it? Is it like because how it makes you feel, or just because you can see it in your mind's eye? Like, how do we know when we're fully like tapped into source to get the energy?
There is different ways. There's different feelings. Everybody's different. There's not just one answer here. There's quite a few answers when you're tapping in. Do you mean when you're tapping into the spirit world? Do you mean?
Yeah, when we're tapping into source, when you know, like when we're kind of like when we'll do our own healing, or like when we're just filling ourselves up with energy.
So you get feelings, you get tingles.
Mm.
You know, when you feel like somebody's breathing on your neck and you've
Yeah.
got tingles, you have that energy when your hands go warm, tingly. There's so many different signs.
Mm.
There's that many, but it's up to the individual what they recognize.
Where does like the universal energy source actually come from?
In what do you mean? In what way?
So, you know, when we think about energy source, like often we visualize like a white light coming in through our crown chakra, coming right through us. Where is the originator? Like where is the source of that coming from? Like, what is it?
Upstairs, from upstairs.
Is it coming from God, his garden, like another planet?
For me, for easiness, for me, instead of going through this massive,
Is it
like,
like a big place where there's a big light and it just shines? Like,
for me, it's I call it upstairs.
hmm,
That's how I call it, and that's being respectful. It's everywhere.
so you guys look up to it as well as what we kind of look up to it as well.
Absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
interesting.
Because obviously we send you healing down,
Yeah.
so we get it, and then we send it.
So you're a channel, and then when we're giving healing to people, we're also a channel. So it's like,
Phone line.
yeah, connection down. Oh no, up again. Does the supply ever stop?
It's always there when you need it.
Hmm.
It's always there. It doesn't. It's not like you put 50p in a meter and then you boost it back up. It is just there.
When do you plan to return to live on the earth plane next?
I won't be. I'm
Mm.
here. I have many things I need to do here first, but I would not be returning back down.
Mm.
I have no purpose down there.
Mm.
My purpose is here, I've been told. I think my purpose is I am going to be helping.
How do you work out what your purpose is or what your passion is?
That's a difficult one.
You've been
really, in some
told, so
respects.
why
I
don't
have been told.
why don't we have that on the earth plane? Right, Ashley, your passion is this, your purpose is this. I'm like, thanks. Right, let me just crack on with it. You know, why do you? Why don't we have to find it?
Because you have to find it yourself.
Mm,
You have to. This is why you're learning on the
Mm.
earth plane, to find what's comfortable for you, to find what is passionate with you.
mm,
You know, not taking things for granted. It's like somebody can't just hand it you with a plate. You have to find it and source it out yourself. And you'll know if that connection is right. You'll know when it's right, and you know you're going down the right path. Again, we're coming through life. Life's a
It's like I feel
I'll get
passionate
it.
about things, but nothing that I would want to do. You know, I feel passionate about the sunshine and laying in the sun and eating food. But that's not a career, you know.
That's not a career. That's just your life. You will know. My passion is to help people.
Mm,
Is to. I'm not going to go through my life. My life was. I loved my
Through
life when I
your
was on.
experiences, it's to
My
help others.
absolutely,
Mm.
and that's why I'm not returning
Yeah.
down to the earth. I'm staying up here and
Mm,
helping where is needed.
mm. Do you think as
Like,
well, because your last life was so traumatic that it just kind of put you off coming back to the earth plane?
no,
Mm,
no. I know I'm not going to be coming down to earth plane. I'm like I said, I'm here. I'm helping here.
mm,
I think what they're looking at for me is to be a guide,
mm.
is to give
Yeah.
like with you tonight, I've helped you tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I have
There
anyway.
you have. Thank you.
So that is one of the reasons why I'm in this circle, and I knew Ethos knew that I had to be in here tonight.
Mm.
Because he's probably saw the answers, he probably saw the questions before anybody else anyway.
We have previously been told a soul would never choose a near-death experience. So what causes them?
Oh,
Next.
oh, is that a Neil question? I've been told.
Yeah.
I've just been think, do you want to know what they're saying? Do you really
Yeah.
want to know what
Go
they're
on.
saying?
Yeah.
They went, oh, that's a Neil question. They know when it's a Neil question because it's more in depth. Okay. I don't like being tested. I feel like I'm being put to the test now. Can you just
Repeat it.
yes, please.
We've been previously told a soul would never choose near-death experience. Sorry, so a soul, but that's if you believe that or not, because you might have a different view on that. You might think that some souls choose near-death experiences.
No, I don't believe they
Okay.
choose.
Right, so if a soul would never choose a near-death experience, what causes them to happen?
Okay, obviously souls belong to humans.
Mm.
Yeah, correct. And when a human is on the life on earth and they live their life, they don't choose to have accidents. It just happens, I suppose, to near-death experiences. That they have to go through life to experience the near-death, to understand where they are going next. Does that make sense? So it is teaching them a lesson. Their soul is being taught a lesson, but it also helps that person to become more stronger in themselves.
Why are some lessons so horrible? Like, and you know, because some people experience really bad things in life, and
Yeah.
you know, you'll get somebody will say, "Oh, you know, well, there's something you can learn from that." You know, it could be a lesson, but sometimes you just can't say that to some people, you know. Sometimes you just have to say, you know what, it was horrible.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you there. It is horrible.
You know, how can you say to somebody,
You
it's
can't.
just a lesson?
You,
No, mate,
you,
learn a lesson.
you can't. You can't live a life. You
Mm.
can't. Your life when you're down there is your life.
Mm.
If it happens, unfortunately, it happens. We
Mm.
can't. There's no control here.
Mm.
Here, we can't control what happens to you when you're alive.
Mm.
It's just sad, but it happens.
Mm.
For me anyway.
Mm.
Like I said about the house fire,
Mm.
it just happened.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't have had somebody come to you and be like, oh,
No.
everything happens for a reason. Like, no, you can't. You can't even
However-
comprehend that. You know.
However,
Mm.
I do believe sometimes things do happen for a reason.
Yeah.
People do come for a reason and they
Yeah.
go for a reason.
Yeah.
I do believe that
Yeah.
in my heart.
Mm.
And it has made people understand then their life.
Mm.
Okay, it's a horrible value. It's horrible, but it does happen. It's life, as people would say.
Mm.
But there's no wrong or right answer, I believe. It's
Mm.
just it's just your intake. Is that the right word? Don't think that is the right word, is it? I'm trying to.
Intuition.
Could be. No, that don't feel right either.
Oh,
Sure.
that's nice.
Understanding.
Yeah.
Is that right word?
Yeah.
Yeah, people, because don't forget, people have their own. They have their own understanding of their life and understanding how life should be.
Mm.
You can't dictate to somebody saying, well, tomorrow you're going to get run over.
Mm.
It doesn't happen like that. It's sometimes people say it's nature's way, and it's just how you interpret it and also how you cope with. It's a coping mechanism as well.
Yeah, because how on
When
earth did
things-
you cope? You know.
Yes, hard at the
Mm.
time, but you can't. This might sound really
Just say
how
it.
I say it. Okay, so you can't go through life going, woe is me, woe is me.
Yeah.
You can't go life going, what if, what happened if I did this, what happened if I did that. Unfortunately, it happened.
Mm.
I still don't understand
Mm.
even now, and it's a very, 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 very long time it happened.
Mm.
But I don't go back into the past.
Yeah.
One thing I never do is walk backwards,
Yeah.
because the pain that you get from that, you don't want to learn. You feel like you're going back.
Yeah. Why would
And-
you? Why would
and-
you? Yeah, you would not. You know.
Exactly. So, and for me to go forward, I have to think positively,
Yeah.
and yes, they are here now. They are all doing so well. I am very proud of my family, my spirit family now,
Mm.
Some have gone back down and relived in other people, relived with people, and a couple are with me now and wanting to stay here.
Mm.
So it's different for me as it is.
Yeah. Who picks like the genetic makeup of like the human that souls go into?
I don't know. That's not one for me, I'm afraid.
Ikram, do you know that?
That's a Neil question. I know that one.
It's not actually, it just come into my head.
Oh, oh my gosh, Neil, you're what's that word we did earlier?
Telepathy, yeah.
That's the one. There you go. There's a telepathic question for you then.
I'm off the hook on that one.
All right, we'll move on then.
Has he gone to sleep, Incro?
No, he's just like, I'm not answering that question.
What do you mean by genetic?
Like how a person appears, how they look, like what colour skin they have, the texture of their skin, their hair, what they look like.
It is not picked. It is just like any life form. It is just a combination of the DNA.
Science.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I come in on that, please?
Of course.
Is it not true that when you get guided or you choose to come back to live another life, are you not shown or given options on which families, which people you want to become part of?
Yes,
That
you are.
Sorry, I have another answer, but yes, go on.
You are
You carry
shown
on.
your book of life, shall we call it, your next journey.
Yeah.
But the makeup of the family or the person you're going to be is not made up for you. It is not made so you pick who you look like.
All right. Okay.
It is more
Genetic.
the story.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Have you guys got any questions for us or words of advice?
Oh, I think I've said quite a bit earlier.
Thank you.
It is a lovely circle. You do have your energies are lovely. But like I said, to get that higher vibration, you just need to work that a little bit more to get to the higher level. But I think you knew that anyway, Neil. I think you've been told that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. But it's been lovely to meet you all tonight.
Yeah, it's been lovely having you.
And actually to meet, I am going to say this because you are the infamous Neil that we know. You are very loved in.
He's great, isn't he?
You are very loved in our little world, but not saying that you're loved over, but you are loved. Everybody is loved, but he has that little quirkiness about you, Neil. May I say?
Thank
You do. But yes, you are all. We are all very proud on how you are all working.
I need to ask one question though, but when I create my questions, this is to both of you, please.
Mhm.
Do I overthink the questions
Yes.
for too many people here to understand? Not so much spirit.
Yes, I can say that straight away. Yes, you do. I have been told to say yes.
Does that cause any harm?
Oh, no, definitely not. No. It just means we are working to understand your questions because you are your own person, Neil. So it's us trying to get used to your personality as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yes. So
Thank you.
even though we know you overthink because we've seen you write your question out, but then you cross it out and then you write again. We've seen you do it.
That's
because
cheating. That's cheating.
We have seen you. We don't know the questions, but we can see you when you're
Yeah.
sitting there and you're thinking about what can I, and you think really hard, and
Yeah.
we applaud you for that. All of you, we applaud you for doing that. But yes, you do overthink quite a lot, Neil, but that's just you. That's just how you cope,
Yeah.
let's say.
Yeah.
But there's no
Okay.
wrong or right way in that, by the way.
Right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. This has been lovely tonight, actually. I know some weeks it's different.
Yeah.
But yes, and Christmas, did everybody have a nice Christmas?
I think we did. We all went our separate ways,
Mm.
obviously. You know. But
Yes. Yes. Good. Good. That's good. And New Year, you didn't get drunk?
no, I'm past that.
No. That's good. That's good. We all had parties up here.
Oh, good.
What year is it in spirit right now?
I've come on a different plane to other
Yeah.
people, so it's different for me. So yes.
Mm.
So what is different for somebody else is different for somebody else. We're on different levels.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm from the 19th century. So I'm still in that 19th century.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well,
and
that'll give me.
sorry, say again, Neil.
No, I was going to say that'll give me a few questions to think
Yeah,
of
it has
now.
me as well.
Not for tonight, but for another time.
But this is what we're all here for.
Yeah, no, I enjoy the
As well.
challenge. I enjoy the challenge.
We know we like setting you the challenges as well, Neil.
Well, I know you do. Each time you do, yeah.
Absolutely. I think my time has come.
Okay.
I am being called back. So you won't be seeing little troublemaker tonight. He's been tucked away now. So you won't see him. You won't see him tonight, I'm afraid. That's why I am here. But thank you very, very much for having me. It's been lovely to meet you all.
You too, Penny. Take care.
Lovely to
And
meet
maybe
you
we'll
as
see
well.
you again another
Nice to meet
time.
you, Penny.
Oh, that'd be lovely if I could, but that just depends on everybody here.
Yeah,
Who
that's right.
knows? Who knows?
Well, you know you have a crowd waiting to meet you, so who knows, they might want me to stay around. I don't know what they've got planned. There's different plans every week. Little did you know.
Mhm.
I shouldn't have said that, but
Oh, there's nothing you said that with that. We don't get anyway.
no, but there is they do have different plans every week for different people to come in, and like was it Ethos who said they're sieving the bad? Was it me? I can't remember if it was me who said that there is bad
Some people
people.
are genuine, and some people are not really
That's right.
genuine. Yeah.
And that's the awkward one for us at the moment, because
Gatekeeping.
yes, there is a lot going on.
What can
There's a
we
lot
do
going
to
on.
help? Like, is that about our vibration is a bit low, so we're
That's
attracting like
no,
rubbish?
that's nothing to do with you. That's
Mm.
got nothing to do with you. You're just doing absolutely fine. It is our side that's organising that. Hence, that's why we had the king tonight as well, and he was wanted to come and say hello. That's all he was doing, just to let you know he's here and acknowledging
How
you.
did we get royalty attention?
He's one of the hierarchy. You know how we've had the as you know, we've had the hierarchy looking at us, watching us, the elders.
Yeah.
Well, the elders have the elders, and he is one of the elders.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think it was time for him to come down just to say hello and just to thank you all. That's what he was doing. And now
And we have to thank you all though, because like every time when we come, like we receive lots of healing, which we're very grateful for. We receive like lots of knowledge and all these questions that we ask, you know, it must be quite exhausting for you guys. So like we are just as grateful to you as,
Yeah.
you know, vice versa.
it is nice. It is nice. I feel there's a nice friendship, spiritual ship,
No,
whatever you like to call it.
we feel the same. That's what we get
Yeah.
out of this.
And I think that's why everybody feels comfortable, because now we know what you're wanting out of us and we know what we want out of you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's nice not to have questions. It's nice just to have a general chit chat like we have tonight as well.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get to know us as spirit people, as your spirit guides, as I've just slipped one out there, haven't I? Yes, so that's another thing as well that you're learning.
Okay.
So yes, I'm not going to say no more because
It's all
I
right.
think
We
I've
know
said
that
too
whoever
much.
comes through is spirit guides, but we don't know who's connected to who. So you haven't slipped anything we
Absolutely.
don't know. So
That's good. Sometimes I do have to watch what I say, because I
Yeah,
know
of course.
Ethos does listen. He does, bless him. Okay, I am going to say good night now.
Good
And
night.
thank you so much again. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll hopefully see you soon.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Ikram, are you still there, or have you left?
No, I'm still here, but I will leave shortly.
Thank you for gatekeeping and for your advice on answering some of the questions this evening.
That is my pleasure. I will give some small advice for you for this week and your new year is to take time for yourselves. Look within. Check yourself through the day to see what you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Take a breath as well in times of frustration. I hope that will help you.
Yeah, thank you.
And if any healing is needed, please ask. You only have to ask for healing. It is not a selfish act.
Thank you.
Thank you for reinforcing those points.
I will bid you a good evening and we'll hope to catch up with you soon.
Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
It is our pleasure. Good evening.
Good evening.
Bye.
Thank you.
Time for us now to finish today's question and answer session. We would like to thank Spirit for being here to guide us and working directly with us. That includes our personal guides for their ongoing support and the additional advisors that have joined us here today to give us the benefit of their wisdom. Thank you for your continued support, which we all fully appreciate and value. We look forward to linking up again with you next time. Before we close the link, we hope you don't mind us spending a few minutes of our time exploring our personal direct links with Spirit. 2 to 3 minutes until I call you back into the room, everyone. time now to refocus on your crown chakras, please. And as and when you have, close it down to break your link with spirit. Move any residual energy you don't need down from your crown chakra to your brown chakra, onto your throat chakra, and then onto your heart chakra. Take it further down to your solar plexus chakra, onto your sacral chakra, and then to your root chakra. Allow this surplus energy to move down through your legs and body to your feet. And ground yourself on Mother Earth, please. When you are sufficiently grounded and in your own time, gently and slowly bring your attention back into the room.